But we do have awards for the 2017-18 year. So this is another tradition that I want to start. First meeting, the last president gets to give their awards. So, Dustin.
President Ray, can I interrupt your flow for just a minute and ask if we could meet guests and visiting Rotarians, please?
We can, you're killing my plan.
Sorry.
Comes later.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you, President Ray. So as is now our new tradition, I'd like to hand out our awards for 2017-18. And I'll start it out by a quote that I find inspiring of Malinda Torres, who only progresses when his neck is out. When you do new things, sometimes you've got to take chances, and it takes putting your neck out there. Last year's theme was to bring the ruckus and to shake things up, try new things, and we're going to do that this year as well. 3 areas of focus last year to really kind of shake things up were fellowship, were visibility, and service. So I based the awards last year off of these 3 areas of focus. So without further ado, fellowship awards. So there's 2 in this category, and these individuals are the first individual hosted firesides, was part of the fire relief, helped initiate a day of races right off the bat. That was our first fellowship event. Helped do the HSU tailgate. Went along with the caroling that we do every December, and helped out with the 2 Rotary double days that we had, which was super awesome. And on top of that, was a part of the spring fundraiser, and helped do the Griffin birthday celebration that we did later on. And general attendance at everything. This person was at almost everything that we did, which is pretty astounding. So these actually 2 people, they come as one. So, moving on, visibility. These 2 individuals, the first one, these are separate now, these aren't together, they don't come as a pair. Does the Sunrise Spirit, if that doesn't say enough already. Does video and photography at all our events and segments of on YouTube. I'm killing it. I know. Who could this be? Brings music and humor to the club atmosphere. All this
He's never here.
And attendance, he's also always here, which is amazing. The second person helped with the projector that we now have, so we don't have snowflakes in the middle of the projector. Helped bolster our Facebook page once again, and give us a strong presence there. And was just instrumental in Final Friday, especially when he decided to double down on our last Final Friday, and the spring fundraiser, of course, is instrumental to that always. So, and every damn thing else this person does, which is phenomenal. So, and Scott. All right, so the last one, service. I had a hard time with this one because we all do so much. So I decided to change it up. Our new members did a lot too. They're really, really motivated. So I decided, okay, let's turn service into Rookie of the Year. So there's 2 Rookies of the Year. They were pinned on 7/14 and 9/15. Attendance at meetings and events was astounding. They're literally as many meetings as they can be at, if not, or fellowship or other RISE events that we do. Taste of the Holidays and the spring fundraisers, they were the ticket masters. They took on a giant job that was before held by Craig and Janice, who, as they know, is owners of the spring fundraiser. They helped out with the Sunnybrae, Azalea, and highway cleanup. And they also spearheaded the Walk to End Alzheimer's and support for CASA. And they're also instrumental with Rotaract and whatnot, and they are 2 of our most and Final Friday, they had the new thing that hopefully it becomes tradition, and I'll give it away, damn it if you don't.
Damn it,
so our Rookies of the Year are Malinda and Rachel. Thanks so much for having me. All right, moving on. So now stepping outside of that, I also want to focus on a few other individual things. Company of the Year. I think it's quite astounding when you actually look at this company and all they do for Rotary, not just for our club, but for clubs around our district. They sponsored almost three Sunrisers and one Rotaractor. The time that this particular individual spends doing our numbers and everything else that we do in the club and how immaculate they are is ridiculous. Expertise, actually, not only time spent, but the expertise that is involved in that is a true benefit to our club, and you know, you know how much goes on the books and stuff, and how much that means when everything is square there. Fundraising efforts and Final Friday, they're always bringing baskets and everything, and not just one, but 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, to everything. It's quite astounding. So Jackson and Eklund gets Business of the Year recently. Phenomenal treasure. So, Ray, you got to go.
Oh yeah. He tried to quit.
That's not the first time either.
He's still trying.
He's still trying.
I try every year.
It's a tradition.
So now to the Rotarian of the Year, Rotarians of the Year. This is a tough one because everyone, like I said, does so much, but these two really stood out to me. First one kicked off and started our fire relief for the fires down south, which was a giant effort. She was chair of Taste of the Holidays. And if that wasn't enough, she was on the spring fundraiser committee, which was stressful and fun as well. Hosted fellowship events, held firesides for Mr. Ray, President Ray in 2018, and attendance at club and other functions was outstanding, and everything else that this individual does in between and her significant other is truly epic. The second person, that kind of gives it away. Sergeant at Arms, but was always there before me and after. Taste of the Holidays was a big part of that. Interactive Rotaractor involvement goes, I think, above and beyond what a lot of us know that this individual does. Also, with the spring fundraiser, he helped me out immensely with tasks and organization and everything else. Attendance at club and other functions. This person is another one of those people that are always there, and you'll find them. You'll find them if you show up, and always being available for the club. This person, you can always call on him, text him, whatnot. He'll get right back to you and make things happen. So, without further ado.